Hey guys, it's Ashley, and surprise! I bet you were not expecting a video on a Saturday, were you? I just feel like this entire week is filled with good news, but I am so excited to share this with you today. This is something that I have been secretly working on in the background the last couple of weeks, and I think I'm finally ready to share it with all of you. So let's get to it. I hear from so many parents all the time about how they tend to feel isolated in their Montessori parenting journey, either because they are geographically isolated from friends and family, or because they have friends and family who either don't understand Montessori or they don't care to understand Montessori. And it makes it really difficult for them. Now, the comment section here on my YouTube channel is incredibly supportive. There are quite a few individuals in there who are in there every single week helping other parents, and then so many of you filter in and ask your questions, and everybody is there to support each other. But because it is an open forum, on occasion we do get some people on there that, let's be honest, they're trolls. They like to leave nasty, judgmental comments without a care. They're kind of just, speeding by, and then we don't really see them ever again, hopefully. But yeah, it's kind of open to the public in that way. And I think that that automatically makes a lot of us tend to put up our walls a little bit, because there are some things that we don't necessarily want to share in such a public space about our personal circumstances that maybe you would share with a little bit more of a private group of people. So I got to thinking, how can I make that happen? And I thought about the normal social media groups. There's a lot of like Montessori parenting Facebook groups and things like that, and other communities online. I personally have heard good things and also a lot of bad things about them for the same reasons. It is open to the public. And even if it's a private group, it is still open where people can come in that, they don't really know who they are really. And there's just a lot of judgment and disrespect. It makes it hard for people to be in that open, safe space that they are looking for. So I knew that I needed to be looking elsewhere outside of normal social media if I was going to be able to effectively create this safe, respectful community space for parents that I have been envisioning. And so that is how I ultimately landed on the decision to create my own private membership community called Montessori Parents over on the Mighty Networks platform. So members of this community are going to be able to participate in community polls and discussions. You'll be able to ask questions, get real answers from other like-minded parents and myself, because I'll be in there too. You'll also be able to chat and send DMs to each other, all the typical activity that you would find in an online community like this, except that it's our own private community, our own little village filled with people who are like-minded like us. We are all mostly on the same page, and even if we don't agree 100% with each other, we know enough to be respectful and how to be diplomatic in our discussions. Bottom line being that nobody has to worry about what it is that they're posting or asking a question about, because we know that we're all there for each other. We're there to be supportive, and we've got each other's back. In addition to the community piece, I will be hosting live Q&A sessions on Zoom, which is integrated into the platform, so we can actually see each other face to face. You can bring your parenting questions and get some answers in real time, which should be really exciting. And because I really want to reinforce the idea that we are a community, we've got the entire collective knowledge at our disposal. I am also going to be bringing on a guest speaker once per month who is going to share with us information that they know on a special topic of interest to the group. And I'm really excited for that as well. Now, one of my favorite things about all of this is that the Montessori Parents community is not only accessible on a web browser on your computer, but it is also accessible on your mobile device. There are both Android and iOS apps for the Mighty Networks platform. You just download the app, input your account information for the group, and you're in. And then you can have access to the group whenever you want on the go. So if you're a parent who is in need of some more support, you need a place to ask questions, or you're just looking to be part of a community of other like-minded parents who are excited about sharing ideas and connecting with each other, then I really believe this community is going to be exactly what you've been looking for. Now, don't worry, I am not going anywhere. I am still going to be right here creating and sharing free content for you guys every single week on YouTube. But if you are looking for some more support and you're interested in joining me over in the Montessori Parents community, then the current price for membership is $3.99 per month or $39.99 for the year, which does give you a little bit of a discount. And I do want you guys to know up front that a lot of thought did go into the pricing structure of this, and that I'm trying to keep the cost as low as possible for membership because I want Montessori to be accessible to as many people as possible. That is why I started creating Montessori content for free on my YouTube channel so that the entire world could have access to Montessori if they wanted to. And so my line of thinking was, well, for about the cost of a cup of coffee, you get an entire month's worth of extras and benefits and support from a community. And I think that's pretty reasonable. Now, with that said, I know there are still going to be a few people out there who say, well, why not make it free? If you really want to make it affordable to everybody, why not make it free? And I actually have a couple of solid reasons why I decided not to do that. The first of which is I want people who are in the community to be there for the right reasons. People will always put more time and effort into something that they have chosen to invest their hard-earned money into. And this is something that falls into that category. So if they are choosing to invest in it, they're choosing to be there, they're automatically going to be somebody who is more invested in the outcome of the community itself. And then the other reason that there's a fee for membership is because this is my job at the end of the day. It takes a lot of time and effort to put these kinds of things together, to oversee and moderate them, to make sure they're running smoothly, to line up guest speakers, to take time away from my family to do the live Q&A sessions that I'm planning to do. Like, it's a lot of back-end stuff that you might not necessarily think about when you're on your side of things, but it does take a lot of time and work. So again, for the cost of a single cup of coffee for the entire month, you can have access to a safe, respectful community space filled with like-minded parents who are just as excited as you to share their ideas, ask questions, connect with each other, as well as live Q&A sessions and guest speakers every single month. So if that sounds like something that you will find valuable on your own personal parenting journey, then I invite you to join us over at the Montessori Parents community. There is a link in the description box down below that you can click to get started, and I can't wait to see you there.